It is, and you know, the question was basically, how do we get the word out better on what, you know,
what the public really wants.
When you have a media that tends to just repeat what they heard the morning before, how do you get through that? And there's way too much of that going on. And a great example outside of healthcare is the energy bill, where frankly, if you to this day, what we did in the House still has incredibly strong support because people know we were taking on the big oil companies and the big coal companies, the multinationals that really have a stranglehold on our energy supply. The same is true with healthcare, and I think we need to find new ways of getting information out. We still have to go down and make those visits to the newspaper and their editorial boards and argue with them when we don't agree, and we still have to go to the TV stations. But in addition to that, we need to find new ways to get the information out. We need to fully utilize the bloggers who understand these things, and thank you for being here today. We need to fully utilize alternative weeklies and other, you know, the second, before the Tribune closed its doors, and I hated to see that happen, even before that, the Alibi had a larger circulation than the Tribune did. So we can't overlook all those venues for getting information out and for continuing to not accept those premises when somebody does ask you a question and says, well, why is this bill so unpopular? You know, one of the reasons why we lost Massachusetts is because of the excise tax provisions in the Senate bill. That was unpopular. Reforming healthcare wasn't unpopular in Massachusetts. They have universal coverage in Massachusetts. They did some of these things 5, 6, 7 years ago. But they didn't want the middle class who struggled through this recession to have all of that piled on their backs. And that is a fair thing. And I think, you know, whatever we can do to urge the Senate to look at not taxing middle-class health care plans, reasonable health care plans, to finance some of these changes, I think we'll get a much better bill as a result. John, I promised you I'd jump back here.
My good friend and I were on the resolution.
I'll repeat his question, too.